we also provide built-in automation tools for following up with lead data. So
would you be open to showing us a little and show us kind of like I think one of the most basic things is the sold email that you wrote and like the kind of the power of that.
yeah, no problem. Can you see my screen here, Frankie?
It's loading on slow Mexican internet. We are there, and I'm proud of you for only having 8 tabs open today. That's the biggest accomplishment of the day right there.
It was more the last time we talked. So yeah, this is customers AI. It's it's saying install the X-ray trigger. So that's the pixel that you put on your page here. It's people visit your site, we figure out who they are, and we'll collect the leads for you and then add them to an automation. The X-ray automation is pretty straightforward. You pick where you want to put it in, like your Google Tag Manager, your WordPress, your Shopify, or just like manually send code to a developer. Okay. Once that's up and running, those leads will start piling into your leads tab. Okay, which that's kind of interesting. But what would be even more interesting is if you did something with the lead data that was coming in, and if you did that automatically. Are you with me so far here? So what we also provide built-in automation tools for following up with lead data. So for example, you could create an email outreach automation. It's going to ask me like, well, what's the sending account? So I will just use OAuth to log into my Google account so that there's a sending email. And by the way, if you have a lot of visitors, like if you have a small number of visitors, like a couple hundred a day, then one email is fine. But if you're sending out thousands of emails to thousands of leads, you might want to kind of lighten the load, like spread it out between like 2, 3, 4 different sending emails, so that it's not like it's like not sending a signal to the Google promotions tab that this email is a kind of an outbound emailing mule. Okay, so
this is genius, by the way. Can I just say that? Like, you're a genius. I know you're a genius, and you're very humble about it. But this is genius.
So, thank you for that. You're not so bad yourself. This is this idea of multiple emails, like round robin. So if you had like 10, you could just cycle through them. So like every 10th email would go to the sending email. Then it's saying like, what's the trigger that results in the firing of this email? And so we have ways of like doing all sorts of different triggers. Like you can even do emails based off of like people commenting on your Facebook posts, or people commenting on sharing your Instagram story. Like we can trigger automations off of all sorts of different activities, but like the ones that's kind of really interesting is this one here, the X-ray lead generator. That's the website capture.
Can I just say as well, I believe you guys have a Zapier integration too, so like, or Zapier, however you say it, so that you can kind of almost do anything really.
Yep. So here you just activate the trigger, and when you activate it, it's just asking me to, I haven't installed it for this because I already have it installed. This is just a dummy account, but like you would just turn it on, okay? And then once it was on, this is an targeted outbound. So like in targeted outbounding, less is more. So like you don't want to just send 10 emails to somebody who hasn't done a traditional opt-in. You just want to send one and see if they're interested. And if they're interested, fine, send 10. But if they're not clicking, opening, forwarding, or replying to the first email, there's a very low chance of that after 10 emails they're suddenly going to become interested. So this has to do with like improving your deliverability. So we have this thing called the signs of life detector. It'll validate the email that we provide for you, and then it'll send off a single email.
By the way, can I just add that little wait 15 minutes is a brilliant touch too, because it makes it feel like you actually personally message the person, and it just like seems kind of like divine timing. It's not like an automated thing where you can tell it's an automated thing because of that 15-minute delay. Like we've had, at least for our stuff, people respond and they were like, hey, funny you should email me, I was just thinking of you, right? And it's like, oh, what are the odds of that?
Awesome. This is the email auto generation capabilities. Is that your domain? Just making sure.
That's Isaac's pay-per-click company right there. Yeah, so you have the ability for AI to write these messages too, by the way, for you guys. That's what.
So it's pretty good. Like we can you can generate the emails. This is an LLM. It was in the background. It was downloading the contents of the website so that we could learn how you frame and talk about the products and services. It will send out this one email. Okay, and then additionally, you can do something called an outreach automation that gets triggered if there's activity here. So if they open, click, forward, or reply. So this is kind of a deliverability trick because we're doing outbounding. If you get too many complaints, Google's not stupid. They're gonna, these emails will go straight to the promotions tab. And if an email is sent but goes to the promotion tab, was it even sent at all? And the answer is
forest, exactly.
It doesn't, right? So we want to send emails that have like 50, 60, 70% open rate. So like we have a pretty high bar. You can only send one, but then if they open, click, engage, you can it's open season. You can add 2, 3, 4 messages to your sequence here. Yeah. And then, if people do continue to engage with those emails, like you can trigger these notifications to your sales team or do like email sequences for here's a coupon code for the e-commerce thing.
Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll also like my book on Amazon called Beyond the Agency Box, which you can also find by my name, Frankie Finn, and it's got a lot of awesome reviews, and it really just goes deeper on a lot of things we're talking about, everything you need to grow and start a lifestyle agency, from the stages you'll go through to getting clients, to how to create winning offers, to high value deliverables, to wowing clients, to building teams, to building systems, and building a boring factory that's like a 7-figure money machine for you. So if you're interested, I put links for you in the video description, as well as it'll be in the pinned top comment below, and make sure to check those out.